Ryan Strachan. Left fielder number 26, Taylor Bush. Heel. The starting lineup for Coastal Alabama South, playing center field, number 1, Darrell Lee. Starting in right field, number 10, Nick Mazzola. Designated hitter, number 19, Rhett Dishlum. Starting at first base, number 9, Caden Evans. Starting at third base, number 6, Devin Murphy. Starting behind the plate, number 20, Landon Jensen. Starting in left field, number 21, Justin Newsom. Starting at shortstop, number 7, Jacob Reeves. Starting at second base, number 5, Colin Jones. And starting at pitcher, number 25, Tyler Sanders.
Hi, everybody. Welcome as we get set for the last game of the day. It is Coastal Alabama South and Northwest Shoals in the last of your Saturday elimination games. These two teams have lost a game. Northwest Shoals lost to Southern Union on Thursday. And earlier today, the Coyotes lost in a heartbreaker to Delgado. And here we go with the game that will determine what team leaves and what team joins 3 others into the Final Four. Darrell Lee starting it off. Meanwhile, 2-hitter for Coastal South is Nick Mazzola. Rhett Diceholm is batting 3rd. Caden Evans 4th. Devin Murphy is the 5 guy. Landon Jensen batting 6th. Justin Newsom is the 7-hitter. Jacob Reeves bats 8th. And Colin Jones is the 9 guy. Zach Hill on the bump for Northwest Shoals. Behind the plate, Drew McBurnett. First baseman, Hayes Harrison. At second, Caleb Davis. The shortstop, Eli Gibson. And at third, Cade Prestigard. And it's hit to left field. Coming in and it going out. Taylor Bush. It'll sail over the head of Bush. Lee putting on the brakes at second, resisting the temptation to go to third.
Lee with a leadoff double.
Just a misjudgment in left field by Taylor Bush. And Lee will get on with a leadoff double.
Nick Mazzola.
Nick Mazzola coming to the plate. Taylor Bush in left. Center fielder Eli Tidwell. And the right fielder is Wyatt Jensen. One aboard here at the top of the first. Nick Mazzola followed by Rhett Diceholm. On a gorgeous day and now becoming a gorgeous night in Oxford. Temperature is expected to dip into the 50s overnight. Got up to 75 as a high today. Clouds moving in on Sunday and a threat of rain on Monday and maybe Tuesday. And the is because that's now championship day. The rain that came in Thursday forcing a Monday instead of a Sunday possible championship with an if game on Monday. Instead, both are slated to take place on Monday. But again, Mama Nature's got a way of changing things. She's a little persuasive where outdoor events are concerned. Swing and a miss by Mazzola. Count goes even at 1. Tomorrow's field almost completely set. Shelton State and Delgado will play at 11. At 2 o'clock, Southern Union will play one of these two. And then you got a 5 o'clock ball game between the loser of Shelton State and Delgado and the winner of Southern Union and whoever gets out of this one. 2-1 pitch to Mazzola. And he's fouled back to the screen. By the end of the day, 4 teams that were here won't be. At the moment, 3 who were aren't. Nunez, Sneed State, Wallace State have all exited. 2-2 pitch to Mazzola. That is popped up in the direction of center field. Eli Tinwell watches it drop in front of him. Runners on the corners for the Coyotes.
Mazzola singles to center field.
Rhett Dysholm coming to the plate.
Now batting number 19.
Caden Evans
Dysholm.
to the on-deck circle. The day started at 10 a.m. Well, that's when the game started. The day didn't. They started a lot earlier than 10 a.m. But the games got underway at 10. And really, all in all, when you consider that you've had 3 9-inning games, getting this one underway at 7:25, 25 minutes late, that's not too shabby on a 4-game day. And kudos, too. I don't think I've mentioned the crew at all. Into center field, Dysholm delivering. Lee will come in and score from third, and the Coyotes are on top first.
RBI single to center.
I have no idea why my camera has got a little discombobulated behind the plate, not wanting to focus. Well, I hope that doesn't last very long. Red Dysholm with a swing and miss. That will ricochet off of the mitt of Harrison, and Dysholm will move to second. Mazzola to third, and Evans on.
Evans grounds out for the first down of the inning.
He will ground
Now
out.
batting number
Wound up
6,
ricocheting
Kevin
off a mitt
Murphy.
into another, and accounting for the first out.
Murphy with a double down the right field line, scores 2. Now batting the catcher, number 20, Landon Jensen. Jensen singles to left. Runners on the corners with one out. Now batting number 21, Justin Newsom. Murphy scores on the pass ball.
All right, now we are back. As I mentioned previously, I'm a one-man band, so when there's a technical issue, I'm the guy that's got to try to resolve it, and my technical knowledge is about like all of my knowledge, very limited. And the camera just get out of focus and wouldn't get back in focus, so let's get you updated on where we're at. A 4-zip ball game. At the plate is Justin Newsom. Lee Mazzola and Diceholm all in. Got a base runner aboard. As that one has popped up in the direction of right field. Jensen over near the foul line will make the catch and get out number 2. Jensen, your base runner.
Right field, second out of the inning. Now batting shortstop, number 7, Jacob Reeves.
And there's 2 gone. When Jacob Reeves coming to the plate. So 4 runs played. Lee Mazzola, Diceholm, and Murphy all come in. The ground out was Evans. And the fly out was Newsom. Base runner at second and now third with a toss that gets away from McBurnett is Jensen. All right, let's try to get back on track here in the top part of the first. Strike delivered on the outside part of the plate to Reeves. But the explanation simply was the camera went out of focus and wouldn't return to focus. So I, did the only thing I typically know to do, and that's turn it off and on or give it a good fist bump. Neither one of them worked real well to begin with. So then I went to the sweet talking mode and maybe a little praying mixed in. And that's what finally won the day. So we got our behind home plate look back, and thus the reason that you were stuck on center field for a bit. Count even at 2, Jacob Reeves batting. Chopped in the direction of Gibson at short. And he pulls the first baseman, Harrison, off the bag. Jensen will score.
Reeves reaches first on the throw and error.
That'll be charged as an E6. And the 9th hitter of the inning for the Coyotes coming to the plate in the form of Colin Jones. I think the Coyotes were a little frustrated at that 1-run loss to Delgado earlier today. And they are taking those frustrations out on the Patriots early. Here's the good news for the Patriots. Plenty of baseball to go. This big inning isn't happening late and giving the Coyotes the 5-run lead. It's happening early. So obviously there are plenty of opportunities to get back into the game. Colin Jones 0 for 1 in the game. Make that has an 0-1 count in the game. Hasn't been to the plate until now. Darrell Lee, leadoff hitter, moving back to the on-deck circle. Started off the inning with a double. And really the game got off to kind of an odd start for the Patriots with that what looked like a routine fly ball from Darrell Lee to left fielder Taylor Bush. And Bush just misjudged it, went over his head. And that started a wee bit of an avalanche here in the top of the first. Outside pitch, count even at 2. Two balls, 2 strikes, and 2 gone. That is a foul ball towards left field. Last game of the day, which will determine the last spot available in Sunday's play. Two offering too high to Jones. If you're the Coyotes, you cannot complain with the start. 9 hitters to the plate. 5 runs in, a runner on. And before Tyler Saunders even takes to the hill, it's going to be a fairly sizable lead. Darrell Lee's coming back to the plate.
Jones reaches on the wall.
And Zach Hill is done. He has paid his second visit, and the new pitcher coming in. Just about all White Jones County. Diving catch at shortstop. Gross. Towards the gap. Diving catch in center field by Ben Aklinski. There is a shot towards deep short. Kraft's got it. Long throw over, and he got it. J.D. Pruitt in a conversation with the umpire there to the left of your screen, which has given the new pitcher Ryan Strachan extra time to get some warm-ups in. He was not planning on coming into the ball game maybe at all, but definitely not this early. Zach Hill, the starter, works 2/3 of an inning and faces 9. No strikeouts, 1 walk. And he will give up a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 base hits. Lee lifting it out of play. Thus far, 5 runs, but there are 2 runners on that are the responsibility of the starting pitcher. And the Coyotes very early in this one with a 5-zip lead. Inside with the offering. 1 ball, couple of strikes. Lee with a double that began the inning. 1-2 pitch to Lee. Nick Mazzola on deck. Strike 3, got the inside part of the plate. 2 are stranded, but 5 are in as we head to the bottom of the first.
Leading off the bottom of the first for Northwest Shoals, number 12, Eli Tidwell.
Bottom of the first gets underway. Eli Tidwell coming to the plate. Well, if you are thinking about getting back into a ball game, you definitely think about Eli Tidwell. 3 home runs yesterday and 6 RBIs. Coming to the plate to start things off, Caleb Davis. 2-hitter hit by the pitch is Tidwell.
Tidwell hit by the pitch.
And he'll trot down to first. Caleb Davis, the 2-hitter, Ryan Strachan batting third. Taylor Bush is the 4 guy. Cade Prestegard hitting 5th. Eli Gibson 6th. Wyatt Jensen 7th. Hayes Harrison is the 8-hitter, and Drew McBurnett is in the 9 spot. Tyler Saunders getting the start for Coastal South. He's the guy on the hill. Landon Jensen behind the plate. First baseman Caden Evans At second, Colin Jones, the shortstop, Jacob Reeves, third baseman, Devin Murphy. Got an outfield of Justin Newsom in left, center fielder Darrell Lee, and Nick Mazzola in right. Five runs off 5 hits. 1 error in the top part of the first. And here we are in the bottom part of the inning with Caleb Davis at the plate and Tidwell on. And if you're Shoals, it really doesn't take long to get right back into the game. Like a hit batsman and a base hit. Tidwell on his way to third. Runners on the corners.
Singles for right field. Tidwell moves over to third on the play. Now batting number 27, Ryan Strachan.
Ryan Strachan to the plate. Taylor Bush to the on-deck circle. I've mentioned many times when one team takes a big early lead of a game in an ACCC conference tournament about a decade ago. One team 11 zip at the end of 3, at the end of 8. It was 18 each. So the complexion of the game can change, and more often than not does over the course of 9 innings. Oh, 1 count to Ryan Strachan. Strachan was the DH but became the pitcher when Hill ran into problems 2/3 of the way through the first. Taylor Bush moving to the on-deck circle. A little low with the pitch. Taylor Bush on deck. Low toss. Quickly retrieved by Jensen. And make sure runners hold at first. Davis at third, Tidwell. Three-one pitch. Got the inside part of the plate. Well, it seems like almost every tournament at some point, and typically in an elimination game, we have one of those almost 4-hour marathon games where you have a combined 30 or 35 runs. I wonder if this is that one. "67 degrees here in Oxford." Another one shot foul. Looking at the National Weather Radar, there is some precip now making its way into extreme western Louisiana. And I think that's the precip that could pay us a visit either late tomorrow or the early part of next week. Three-two pitch, another one for Strachan. This one is launched towards left field. Hits the wall inside the foul pole. Tidwell's in, Davis goes to third. Strachan with a double, and the Patriots are on the board.
Strachan with an RBI double off the left field wall. Now batting left
Couple of runners
fielder,
in scoring
number
position.
26, Taylor Bush.
Taylor Bush to the plate. On the outside part of the plate to Bush, Cade Prestigard moving to the on-deck circle. And still nobody going with a couple of base runners in scoring position. You make it a 5-3 game. Even if you don't score more than 3, it's almost like the 5 runs weren't there from the standpoint of establishing some early dominance. If you can cut it to a 2-run game here in the first, you feel like you're playing dead even baseball. On the outside part of the plate. One ball, a couple of strikes. Saunders offering, foul back. Mazzola, Diceholm, and Evans when you get to the second for Coastal South. But we're still 3 outs away from the second inning. 1-2 pitch. Into the dirt outside. Count goes even. I probably don't need to mention it's been a 30-minute first inning, and we're really only halfway through. Out of play. Count even in 2 on Tanner Bush. Bush, a .294 hitter on the year. Drives that one towards center field. It will drop in as a base hit. Davis scores. Strachan takes third. Patriots slice one more off the lead. Runners on the corners, and will both starting pitchers make early exits. Prestigard coming to the plate. First that conversation on the hill. And it will see Saunders stay, I think. I mean, the body language of Saunders right now would indicate he's not totally sure, but yeah, he's been given a vote of confidence and will stay on the bump. Couple of runners on, they're on the corners. Bush over at first, and Strachan, your runner at third. 2 runs in, Tidwell and Davis.
Runners on first and third, no outs. Now batting number 17.
And there's still nobody going. Cade Prestigard taking a pitch low and away. Eli Gibson moving to the on-deck circle. Here's the 1-0 pitch. It comes in a little bit low. Count goes to 2-0. Well, Saunders has been given the warning sign. The leash is short. That one was lifted in the direction of left field. Coming over is Newsom. Backing off then, and Lee makes the catch from third. Strachan. Prestigard with a sacrifice fly.
Prestigard with the sacrifice fly to center. The first down of the inning. Now batting number 21, Eli Gibson.
Eli Gibson to the plate. Outside of the strike zone to Gibson, and the count goes even at 1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out, 2 on. Or actually, you've got a 3rd run in, so that's Mark Strachan home. Bush over at first. Outside with the pitch. Wyatt Jensen moving to the on-deck circle. Down to first and able to get back safely is Bush. A 2-strike count on Gibson. Gibson, a .263 hitter. 31 hits in 118 plate appearances. 3 extra base hits. They've all been doubles. Strike 3 on the inside part of the plate.
Gibson down on strikes for the 2nd out. Now batting right fielder, number 15, Wyatt Jensen.
Wyatt Jensen coming to the plate. Hayes Harrison to the on-deck circle. On the outside part of the plate to Jensen. Couple of strikes. Saunders has found new life after the visit from coach. Strikes out Gibson, has an 0-2 count on Jensen. A glance over to the runner, that is Bush. Bush 1 stolen base this year as that one is lifted foul and out of play. Oh, 2 offering to Wyatt Jensen. That is a foul ball, but barely in the direction of 3rd and left. It'll rattle around the corner a bit. Newsom will retrieve and throw back in, and we'll get the Jensen at bat back underway. 0-2 on the 7-hitter. At this moment, 17 hitters have been to the plate in the first. 0-2 pitch to Jensen. Comes in low. One ball, 2-strike count, fouled back over the screen and out of play. Hayes Harrison moving to the on-deck circle. Jensen, a .315 hitter. 14 extra base hits, 12 doubles, a triple, a home run. .28 RBIs, 10 walks, 32 strikeouts. Those 32 Ks, second most on the team. That will ricochet like a rocket off Murphy. Picked up by Reeves. Goes over to first. Not able to get the out. Bush will move to second, and Jensen's on, and we'll have the 18th hitter in the inning coming to the plate. And that is scored as a base hit for Jensen.
Jensen reaches on the infield single.
And that might have hit the kneecaps of Murphy. He's wobbling a bit over there near the bag. Haven't had a coach come out to check on him, but fellow fielders have. Jones and Reeves checking on Murphy.
Now batting first baseman,
and he apparently okay, stays in the game to face Hayes Harrison. from his hot spot on the bump, Saunders. And that is hit number 4 for the Patriots, and there's hit number 5. Bush told to go on home. Lee throws, but tall. That will give runners a chance to move another 90 feet. And it's a 5-4 game. Jensen to third, Harrison at second, and well, believe it or not, after a 5-run top part of the inning, Drew McBurnett comes to the plate with a chance to give the Patriots the lead. Low and away with a pitch to McBurnett. And no matter what happens the rest of the way, Patriots have erased that early momentum and put us practically to where we started. Two-0 pitch. And a shot in the direction of center field. Lee will back up and make the catch for out number 3, but a total of 9 runs will come in over the span of nearly 45 minutes before we head to the second.
University of Alabama Online, where legends log in. A tradition of excellence. Decades of experience in distance learning. Empowering students of all ages. More than 90 degree and certificate programs to advance your career. UA Online. Flexible, affordable, legendary. Let your computer be your campus. Visit online.ua.edu.
Leading off for Coastal South, number 10, Nick Mazzola.
Top of the second, Nick Mazzola coming to the plate for his second at-bat. Had a single and scored a run in the first. Brent Diceholm and Caden Evans due up in the inning too. A 5-run top of the first, 4-run bottom. Both teams with 5 hits. 10 Coyotes go to the plate, 9 Patriots. Popped up by Mazzola. And it'll be dropped behind the plate by Drew McBurnett. And nobody more thankful than Nick Mazzola that he'll have an opportunity to continue his at-bat. Your baseball tomorrow starts at 11 a.m. 3 games tomorrow, 11, 2, and 5. Strike 3 and out goes Mazzola. Back-to-back Ks for Strachan.
For the first out of the inning.
Got lead to end the first and Mazzola to begin the second. One out for Rhett Diceholm as Caden Evans moves to the on-deck circle. Found back to the screen. Top of the order to the plate. When you get to the bottom of the second, Tidwell, Davis, and Strachan. Starting pitcher Zach Hill, 2/3 of an inning, 9 he faced. No strikeouts, 1 walk, 5 hits, 5 runs. And hands it over to Strachan. Count goes even at 2. Strachan, 42 1/3 innings of regular season work. 17 appearances, 4 starts, 1-1. 4 saves, 42 hits given up. 24 runs, 23 earned, 16 walks. His 51 strikeouts, second most on the team, behind Michael Pfeiffer's 60. 3 home runs allowed, a 4.89 ERA. That will ricochet off Strachan. Tracks it down, underhands to first, and gets Diceholm on the 1-3.
Ground out to the pitcher for the second out. Now batting number 9, Caden
Now you got a banged up Patriot and a banged up Coyote in Devin Murphy, and now a little wobbly Ryan Strachan. He's trying to stretch it out before facing Caden Evans. Evans ground into a 3-4-3 put out in the first, which became the first out in the first inning. 0-2 on Evans. Oh-2 pitch. Able to get a piece of it, and it popped out of the mid of McBurnett. If McBurnett hangs on, we're going to the bottom of the second, but it popped out of the mid, and Evans will stay at the plate. No balls, couple of strikes, 2 outs. It was close. Trying to bring it back into the zone was McBurnett. One-two offering. Too far inside, and the count evens. Two-two pitch. Got the inside part of the plate. Evans knew it first. Was already making his move to the dugout before Blue said strike. 3 up, 3 down in the top of the second. We head to the bottom of the inning with the top of the order due up for the Patriots. You do know we want you as a friend, follower, Instagrammer, threader, and TikToker, don't you? Put JockJive in the search engine for all 5, and you'll find us. And when you do, if you don't mind, like us, love us, retweet us, follow us, befriend us, I mean, whatever you typically do on the social media stuff. Bottom of the second. And a new pitcher on the hill for the Coyotes. That new pitcher is Hayden Hill. Sanders will work an inning, face 9. Strikeout 1, no walks, gives up 5 hits, 4 runs. And hands it over to Hill. And let me flip back because I know we have seen Hill already in this tournament. Saw him against Snead State, worked an inning in 2/3 and faced 10. Little high with a pitch and the count even at 2. And also came into the ball game against Delgado and worked the last inning. Lifted to center field by Eli Tidwell. Leaves there for out number 1.
Tidwell flies out to Lee in center field. Now batting number 7.
So the starting pitchers don't last long. Zach Hill leaves after 2/3 of an inning. Tyler Saunders leaves after an inning. And you got the 2 relievers in now, Strachan and Hill. Both, though, had a lot of innings. Both had regular season starts. And were not exclusively used as relievers. Hill got a good jump on it, able to go over and make the catch of the Caleb Davis fly ball.
Lee catches another one for the second out.
2 gone with Ryan Strachan coming to the plate.
27, Ryan Strachan.
Strachan, a double, drove in a run and scored 1. Murphy, Jensen, and Newsom. When you get to the 3rd, hit by the pitch is Strachan.
Hit by the pitch, goes to first. Now batting left fielder, number 26, Taylor Bush.
Taylor Bush coming to the plate. Bush with a single and RBI. It came in the first inning. Cade Prestigard on deck. That has popped up. Coming in is Mazzola from right. He'll make the catch, and my, what a difference an inning makes. 19 go to the plate in the first, 7 in the second.
the third for Coastal South, number 6, Devin Murphy.
Top of the third, Devin Murphy starts in. Landon Jensen and Justin Newsom due up in the inning, too. And if he hasn't had a test of that knee that got banged up a little bit on a line drive shot, he's sure hoping he'll get a chance to see how it works here by running the base path. 0-2 on Murphy. Doubled in a couple of runs in the first. Also scored a run in that 5-run first. Popped up on the infield. Eli Gibson backing onto the grass, but still makes the catch from short. For out number 1.
Out to Gibson at short. Out number 1.
Landon Jensen a single, scored on a wild pitch in the first. Justin Newsom to the on-deck circle. Bottom of the third, Prestigard, Gibson, and Jensen for the Patriots. That is lifted towards right center field, and in will ricochet off the wall. Jensen pulling into second, takes the big turn, and goes back to the bag for a 1-out double.
Jensen with a double off the right center fence.
Justin Newsom to the plate.
Next up, number 21, Justin Newsom.
Strachan had set down 5 in a row, but Jensen snaps that run. And Justin Newsom will come to the plate trying to move Jensen over. Softball is wrapped up in Alabaster for the day. It is wrapped up in D1 with Wallace Hansville winning the championship, knocking off Southern Union 3-zip. Heading right here. Boy, they don't have a long drive to get to Nationals. From Hansville to Oxford. That cuts down on travel expenses substantially as compared to St. George, Utah, or Puma, Arizona, where the Nationals have been held previously. 1-1 pitch to Newsom. D2 still has their title game tomorrow. And somebody hopes there'll be an if game. One-two pitch to Newsom. Drives it foul over the direction of right. One ball, couple of strikes, swing and a miss. That's 1 ball and 3 strikes, which is the equivalent to an out, 2 gone. 4th strikeout for Strachan. And Jacob Reeves to the plate.
Now batting number 7, Jacob Reeves.
South Florida and St. John's River in the D2 championship game. So it's all Florida teams playing in Alabama in an effort to move on and get to the national championship in D2. Popped up high into the air, but it's shallow. Left field onto the grass, making the catch. Shortstop Eli Gibson. Reeves with a flyout. 4 up, 3 down, 1 stranded in the top of the third. We go to the bottom of the inning with Prestigard, Gibson, and Jensen 2 up. battle. Wide Jones County. Diving catch at shortstop. Gross. Towards the gap. Diving catch in center field by Ben Aklinski. There is a shot towards deep short. Kraft's got it. Long throw over, and he got it. Bottom of the third, it's Cade Prestigard who will start. It had a sac fly that brought in a run in the first. Eli Gibson, Wyatt Jensen due up in the inning two. Game has changed pace a little bit, thank goodness. If every inning was 45 minutes long like the first one, well, we would be here till Sunday morning. I guess we could still be, but pace of the game has picked up substantially. One hop back to Hill. He'll underhand to first and get Prestigard on the 1-3. One away for Eli Gibson. Wyatt Jensen moving to the on-deck circle.
Now batting number 21, Eli Gibson.
Hit to left field, but it's hit right to Newsom. 2 outs and Wyatt Jensen next.
Now batting with 2 outs, number 15, Wyatt Jensen.
Shelton State, Delgado, Southern Union, and will it be a Coyote or a Patriot that makes their way into the Final Four? And if you want to be in the driver's seat, then you want to win that 11 a.m. ball game tomorrow morning. Shelton State and Delgado, the 2 unbeatens. Delgado knocking off Wallace Hansful 9-1 and 8, and then beating this Coastal South squad 5-4 with a walk-off in the bottom of the ninth. Meanwhile, Shelton State in 5 innings, defeating Nunez 11-1. And then in final inning fashion, at least their final at bat, Shelton State knocks off Southern Union 6-3. They scored their runs that created the differential in the bottom of the 8th. Jensen will strike out. And we're done with 3 and going to the 4th.
The University of Alabama Online, where legends log in. A tradition of excellence. Decades of experience in distance learning. Empowering students of all ages. More than 90 degree and certificate programs to advance your career. UA Online. Flexible, affordable, legendary. Let your computer be your campus. Visit online.ua.edu.
Top of the fourth, bottom of the order. Colin Jones will start it. Darrell Lee and Nick Mazzola due up in the inning 2. Let's take a look at Major League Baseball. I know we got some finals. Blue Jays over the Twins 10-8. In 11, Orioles defeat the Diamondbacks 5-4. Pirates 10-9 winners over the Cubs. Braves beat the Mets 4-1. Rays over the Yankees 7-2. Phillies defeat the Marlins 8-3. Red Sox 4-2 winners over the Nationals. Tigers 8-2 over the Astros. And the White Sox beat the Guardians 3-1. In progress, top of the 8th, Giants 5-1 over the Reds. Bottom of the 7th, Cards 3-2 leading the Brewers. Into 5, Rangers 2-1 over the Rockies. Top of the 4th, Dodgers 1-0 over the Padres. And still 2 games that haven't gotten started, but will in the next 10 or 15 minutes. Royals and Angels, Mariners and A's. Colin Jones with a walk in the first. Count runs full. Darrell Lee and Nick Mazzola due up in the inning 2. High inside pitch, Jones. Walk number 2 in the game.
Jones goes to first on the wall.
Base runner on, Darrell Lee to the plate as we get back to the top of the order.
Darrell Lee.
NBA, Mavericks have beaten the Thunder 105-101. Dallas now with a 2-1 lead over the Thunder. .156 to play in the first half. Celtics 51, Cavaliers 43. That series tied at 1. Outside with a pitch to Lee, who has doubled and struck out. WNBA preseason, Aces 102, Puerto Rico 50. Count evens up at 1 on Lee. So that has got you updated elsewhere. Two-one count on Lee. He doubled in the first and struck out in the first. Throw to first, and Jones is back safely. Jones with 7 stolen bases this year. Hit by the pitch is Lee. And he will join teammate Jones on the base path for Nick Mazzola.
Lee hit by the pitch. Now batting number 10, Nick Mazzola.
Couple of runners on for Nick Mazzola, who is 1 for 2. He is singled and struck out. Showing bunt briefly. Mazzola pulls back. Pitch is outside. Bunted back to Strachan. Goes over to first with the throw. Mazzola's out, but he's done as asked. He's been laying down sacrifices frequently. That's at least his third today.
Moves the runners over to second, third.
Jones to third, Lee to second.
19, Rhett Dyson.
Couple of base runners on for Red Dyson. Dyson with an RBI on a single, a run scored in the first. Ground into a 1-3 in the second. On the outside part of the plate to Dyson. And will roll away from McBurnett, and in from third comes Jones. To third goes Lee. Looking at some college baseball scores. Auburn beats Missouri 12-2. Troy 5-4 winners over Texas State. LSU beats Alabama 6-3. That is fouled out of play. Alabama's got a couple of junior college products. And one of them's having a really good year. That is Gage Miller, the former Bishop State Wildcat. That is popped up on the infield by Diceholm. And the catch made by second baseman Caleb Davis.
Pop out the second catch made by Davis for out number 2.
Looking at what Miller did today, he was 0 for 2 with a couple of walks.
Now batting number 9, Caden Evans.
Hey, it's rare that he doesn't get aboard. Well, he did. And he started his career with something like 31 straight games that he got on. The other former ACCC product, Cade Snell, the DH for Alabama, went 1 for 5. Hit towards right field, and over to make the catch is Wyatt Jensen. So Evans will fly out, Lee will be left on, Jones will come in. And the Coyotes will take a 2-run lead to the bottom of the 4th. Just about all Wyatt Jones County. Diving catch at shortstop. Gross. Towards the gap. Diving catch in center field by Ben Aklinski. There is a shot towards deep short. Kraft's got it. Long throw over, and he got it.
Leading off for Northwest Shoals, number 24, Hayes Harrison.
Bottom of the 4th, Hayes Harrison starting it. Drew McBurnett and Eli Tidwell due up in the inning 2. And I mentioned that Gage Miller was a Bishop State product. I failed to mention that Cade Snell was a Wallace Dothan product, both playing for Alabama now. On the outside part of the plate to Harrison. Harrison with an RBI single in the 1st. Drew McBurnett on deck, low and away with the pitch. Ground to Jones at second, took an odd hop on him. And aboard is Harrison. That'll be charged as an E4. that gets Harrison on. First error
Reaches
committed
first on the air.
by the
Now
Coyotes.
batting number 11, Drew McBurnett.
Drew McBurnett next. He popped out to center field in the first. 0 for 1 in the game. Fifth inning for the Coyotes will start midway through the order. But at the moment, 3 outs away from getting to the top of the fifth. Base hit into left field for McBurnett. Couple of base runners are on.
McBurnett singles to left. Runners on first and second as we move back to the top
of the order, Eli Tidwell coming to the plate.
Eli Tidwell.
Tidwell, 8 home runs in the regular season, 44 RBIs, but how about a 3 home run, 6 RBI single game? That 15-3 win over Nunez yesterday. Pushing that RBI total to better than 50 on the year for the 304 hitter, who is second only to Prestegard in trips to the plate for the Patriots. Outside with a Hayden Hill pitch. Hill working on his 3rd inning in relief of Tyler Saunders. The outside part of the plate, 2-1. Those RBIs, second best on the team. His triples best, 5 of them. Just outside, 3-1. Tidwell hit by a pitch in the first, popped out to center in the second. Back to the plate in the fourth. Skies that one towards right field on the warning track. Mazzola reaches up, can't catch up with it. Another Eli Tidwell home run. Three-run shot, and the Patriots take their first lead. Hill in the regular season gave up 1 round tripper. Gives up a big one here. And that 5-zip lead in the top of the first for the Coyotes has turned into a 1-run Patriot advantage. And still nobody out in the fourth. Caleb Davis, 1 for 2 in the game. And that Tidwell home run pushes the hit total for the Patriots to 7 in the game. Caleb Davis, a single in the first, a fly out to center in the second. Ryan Strachan is on deck. Line to first baseman Caden Evans reaches up, plucks it, and there's one away.
Line drive to Evans at first.
Ryan Strachan to the plate.
Now batting number 27, Ryan Strachan.
Taking a look at Monday, by the way, when the rain is predicted to move in as this one is lifted towards left field. Newsom on the warning track for the catch. And out number 2.
Strachan flies out to left field, out number 2.
70% chance of rain if you're looking for part of the day when they're calling for the precip. Well, it looks like it can come at any point. And as I mentioned, that's not particularly good news for a tournament that's trying to have a championship and if game on Monday. That will drop foul towards right field by Bush. Taylor Bush, 1 for 2 in the game, too. Your 1, 2, 3, and 4 hitters, all 1 for 2 in the game for the Patriots. Oh, 2 offering. Popped up. Evans at first, gives it a look to the dugout. It's out of play. Bush with a single in the first and brought in a run, popped out to right field in the second. Low and away with the pitch to Bush. One-two offering. That looks like it'll drop in as a base hit. It will in front of Newsom. 2-out single has Bush on. And Cade Prestegard coming to the plate.
Brings up third baseman number 17, Cade Prestegard.
Prestegard with a sacrifice fly in the first and a ground out at the pitcher in the third. 0 for 1 with an RBI. It hasn't been long ago that Northwest Shoals returned to baseball. They had taken some time off from the standpoint of closing down the baseball program. Boy, they are back with a bang. Line drive shot, right field. Mazzola getting it in quickly and fires to third, but it will not get Bush. Prestegard's on the other corner.
Bush moves over to third on the hit. Now batting shortstop, number 21, Eli Gibson.
Couple of runners aboard for Eli Gibson. Gibson 0 for 2 in the game with a strikeout and a fly out to left. And of course, changes too at Coastal South. Years ago, Faulkner State, and 1 year ago, they were Sun Chiefs. And now Coyotes. Had the collaboration of Jefferson Davis, Faulkner State, and Alabama Southern becoming Coastals, and then they were North, South, and East, and now just a North and a South. And in the initial collaboration of schools, the campuses kept their individual mascot names. Sun Chiefs, Warhawks, Eagles. But the unveiling last year, late last year, of the Coyotes, and now you've got North and South Coastal Coyotes, one a Division I, one a Division II. And the Division II baseball program winning the conference title, moved to the district. Lost in 2 games to St. John with the final game today. And of course the D1 Coastal Coyotes, as in the South version. Here in a battle against the Patriots in a 1-run ball game in the bottom of the 4th. 3-2 pitch is high and the bases are loaded.
Gibson draws the walk to load the bases. Now batting number 15, Wyatt.
Runners at first, second, and third, and there was quite a bit of noise before the first out, and there has been a substantial amount of noise now after the second one. Bush with a single, Prestegard with the same, Gibson walks. And it is loaded with Wyatt Jensen due up next. Conversation over, Hill stays in. And he'll face another Patriot that's 1 for 2 in the game. Jensen with a single and a strikeout. Hayes Harrison on deck. That's going to roll to the screen. Bush will come in from third. Prestegard to third, Gibson to second. Patriots build the lead to 2. Two and 0 the count on Jensen. Jensen singled in the first, struck out as the last out in the third. Batting here in the bottom of the fourth. 90 minutes into the game. Back to the screen by Jensen. Two one pitch. It is too low, too far inside. Jensen, the 9th to come to the plate in the inning. 9 went to the plate for the Patriots in the first. It was a 4 at-bat second, a 3 at-bat third, but back to 9 here in the fourth. And that is hit towards the gap. Can Lee get over to catch it? He can't. Prestegard in and Gibson in. 2 on the Jensen single.
Jensen singles to center field, brings in 2 more runs.
And we're back to the guy who started it off, Hayes Harrison. Harrison reached on an error. Earlier this inning, of course, back in the first, he had a single. And here we go with another Patriot, 1 for 2 in the game. And by the way, might as well break the news, so is the 9 guy. 1 for 2. Six runs plating in the inning. And a 2-run deficit has turned into a 4-1 lead. Another base hit. Harrison into right field, and you've again got Patriots at first and third.
Harrison with a single in right field. Runners on the corner is for number 11, Drew McBurnett.
Activity throwing in the pin, but haven't seen Coach make his way to the mound. And Hayden Hill is about to face the 11th in the inning. Who wears number 11? Drew McBurnett. Outside with a pitch from Hill. On the inside part of the plate. Count goes even at 1. Had a text asking if there will be shout-outs, which we typically do in the fourth, but the game, as you know, got kind of discombobulated from a variety of standpoints. Lengthy first, camera that went berserk on us. So it's kind of shoved everything back a bit. We'll do it in the 5th, though, by popular demand. Count goes even in 2 on McBurnett. Eli Tidwell, who has hit a 3-run shot in the inning, moving to the on-deck circle. Able to get a piece of it and stay alive, but we aim to please, so yeah, we'll do shout-outs in the 5th. Two offering from Hill. Low and away, count runs full. Well, the tempo of the game had picked up, obviously, from the 1st to the 4th, but we're back to that lengthy ball game now. Little leg cramps for Landon Jensen. And Blue trying to give him an opportunity to work out the pain. Three-2 offering. He is struck out, and the inning ends. But not before 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. McBurnett, Harrison, Gibson, Prestegard, Bush, and Tidwell score. And the Patriots take a 4-run lead into the 5th. And, yeah, your shout-outs.
Leading off, third baseman number 6, Devin Murphy.
First pitch, base hit, Devin Murphy into left field. And a base runner aboard as Landon Jensen comes to the plate.
Number 20, Landon Jensen.
And there you go. Time to get into your 5th inning. I know typically 4th, but we got the power to be a little flexible. Your shout-outs in the 5th, 334-488-1385. And we are in an elimination game. We want to do this because it might be the last chance to send a little Cymer cheer to a player, a coach, a teammate, a fan. 334-488-1385. That is the number to send those shout-outs, and we're looking for a shout-out in this fashion. Needs to include this info. Not necessarily in its entirety. It's not on demand, but it is requested that you let us know who it's to. That's important. Who it's from. That's kind of important. The message, the shout-out, it's pretty important. And where is it from? As in, location. I mean, we know who, because we've already requested that. We'd also like to know where. Jensen with a fly out to short, one away. Include it all in a little message, and you text it, I'll read it. And I guess in its more simplistic form, without all those details, you write them, I read them. 334-488-1385, but only in the 5th inning. Justin Newsom 0 for 2 in the game. Jacob Reeves to the on-deck circle. Chop towards short. Gibson Fields goes to second for 1. Throw to first. Won't get 2. Got the lead runner, 2 gone.
Fielder's choice at second for the second out. Now batting number 7, Jacob Reeves.
Jacob Reeves to the plate. He's reached on an E6 and popped out to short. Oh, and 1 the count on Reeves. Colin Jones on deck, throw to first, back safely goes Newsom. The shout out just says, shout out Big Bodie. Giving another shout out to Andrew Ashley for the second time today. Good luck to Coyotes from Mom, Dad, and Aaron. Yeah, I like the work you put into the original shout out. I mean, got the circle, got the finger point. Hey, that's good stuff. Hey, can we shout out Brian Hinson from Northwest Shoals Community College for being a great teammate. We call him Mega Knight from Clash Royale. He loves it. Okay, I hope you're right. If he doesn't, he's been called it, even if he doesn't like it. Thanks for the shout out. This one to the Shelton State Bucks. Go Bucks with the Buccaneer flag emoji. Jaden Anderson, a shout out to you for hitting a baseball 500 feet. Boy, he came close. I know there was one, was it today? Boy, I lose track of time. Yeah, I think it was this morning. That hit over towards the kiddie park, which is out of a diamond, across the grass, over the sidewalk, across the parking lot. I mean, it's just a long way. Outside with a pitch to Reeves. I said creativity on the shout-outs, and yeah, this would fit into the creative category. Please tell me what the umpires write in their little notepads. That is a good question. I think warnings, timeouts, those are the kind of stuff that they put in there. Fans of Darrell Lee and his great family. Exciting player to watch. Love both teams. Josie, OMA fan in Huntsville, Alabama. Just need my favorite team. Deep couch watching in comfort of home. Deep couch. Comfort. At home. Boy, that all sounds good. 2-2 pitch. A little bit inside and the count runs full. Shout out to Caleb Davis from Anna Kate and Bella Grace. Go Pats. 3-2 pitch. That is right back to the pitcher. Strachan will go over to first. Get it there in time to get Reeves on the 1-3. Newsom is left on. 4 go up, 3 go down. 1 is stranded. We head to the bottom of the 5th. And to the top of the order, Eli Tidwell. He's coming to the plate when we get back. Happy birthday to Anna Kate Sanderson from the Northwest Shoals Community College Pats. Says the shout out. Another one to Daryl. Stay hot. Thanks so much for the shout outs. 334-488-1385. Still got bottom half of the fifth to get those shout outs in as we move to the top of the order. Eli Tidwell, Caleb Davis, Ryan Strachan, 2 up in the inning. A 4-1 Patriot lead. And a new pitcher on the hill. Hayden Hill leaves. Philip Schlitz steps in.
Leading off for Northwest Shoals, number 12, Eli Tidwell.
So Hill will wind up working 3 innings. Philip Schlitz, 10 regular season appearances, 6 starts, 2-1. He had 2 complete games, worked 32 2/3 innings, 39 hits, given up 37 runs, 30 earned, 20 walks, and 22 strikeouts. 2 home runs allowed, and 8.27 ERA for Philip Schlitz. Hill, as I mentioned, working a total of 3 innings. Came in relief of Tyler Saunders, who did get out of the first, but that was it. And given up 5 hits and 4 runs. And the inning that hurt Hill was that 4th inning in which 6 runs plated off a total of 6 base hits. Really all of the damage where Hill is concerned happened in that 4th inning.
Strikes out number 1.
Tidwell fan to begin the 5th.
Baseman, number 7, Caleb Davis.
1 out, Caleb Davis next. All right, I've gotten a backlog of shout-outs. Let me get to some of those as Jones will get over, won't be able to make the throw. That'll be a Davis single.
Davis with the infield single.
Base runner on for Ryan Strachan. Shout out to Landon Jensen. Go kid. Love mom. Got the fist bump emoji. Got a shout out to Andrew Walton for smashing the ball today. That's a Southern Union guy. Base hit by Ryan Strachan. Back-to-back singles, couple of base runners aboard.
Strachan with a single to right field.
Shout out to Ben Arundel for stepping up with 2 doubles against Hansville.
Taylor Bush.
Starting over a UAB commit. More Bison fans watching the game, and obviously with some interest. Winner of this one's got the Bison tomorrow at 2. And thanks for the kind words about the coverage. We appreciate that. Tell folks practically every broadcast, if you weren't there, no need for us here. So we appreciate you watching. And here in the 5th, shouting. 1 out with a couple of base runners on. Taylor Bush, 2 for 3 in the game. An RBI, couple of runs scored. Also popped out. Over towards right, Mazzola tracks it down to the bullpen, but it's inside that pin. And Mazzola will be winded, but will go back to his spot in right. Bush with a single in the 1st, a fly out in the 2nd, and a single again in the 4th. More shout-outs for Southern Union. To Brooks Olive, Great teammate, always fires up the dugout. Foul out of play, it is 3-2 on Bush. Jones, Lee, and Mazzola when you get to the 6th for Coastal South. Three-two pitch. It's high, it's inside, and the bases are loaded up.
Bush reaches on a wall. Now batting number 17.
Zach Morgan, best manager in the state. Go Bison, little buffalo emoji. Or I guess that would be a bison emoji, not a buffalo. The difference, I think, isn't buffalo like in the wild, bison is domesticated, something like that. There's a shot down the line into right field. It'll bring in Davis. It'll bring in Strachan. Bush on his way to third, told to head on home to third with a triple. Cade Prestigard. Lee goes to 7. On the bases clearing, Prestigard triple.
Now batting number 21, Eli Gibson.
Eli Gibson to the plate. That is 4 RBIs in the game for Prestigard. Outside with the offering. Prestigard 1 triple this year, now has his 2nd. Eli Gibson, a strikeout, a pop out, and a walk. He has scored a run. Low and away with the offering, 1 away in the bottom of the 5th. Okay, I probably need to get the shout-outs to all the Southern Union folks in one shout-out. Brooks Olive, Zach Morgan, Ace Williamson, Miss Wanda, the great chef, a lot of Bison waiting to see who they're going to be playing, and Gibson will drive in Prestigard.
Gibson with an RBI single.
He extends it to an 8-run lead as Gibson drives in the run.
Now batting number 15, Wyatt Jensen.
Wyatt Jensen coming to the plate. There is another base hit into right field. Couple of base runners aboard.
Jensen singles to right.
Shout out to John
Now
Jeans. The
batting number 24,
guy does it
Lane
better, goes
Harrison.
harder than anyone else. I mentioned Brooks Olive. I think I mentioned that one. I'm looking through my notes here. Shout out to Braden Collette. Shout out to Rachel Davis, who sacrifices her time doing photos for the Patriots. Shout out to Ethan Black for throwing 1 inning, no runs, no hits. Ben Goodwin for being All-State at Southeastern this fall. Hey, thanks for all the shout-outs. Small town runaround. Rim Maxwell. Have we missed anybody on the Southern Union roster? I recognize a lot of Bison names. Hayes Harrison coming to the plate. Couple of base runners on, one away, bottom of the fifth. 8-run lead. And don't look now. But the team that was down 5-zip after the top of the first has got the runner at first who could end the game in the fifth. Swing and a miss by Harrison. Two more Patriots come in, and the day is done. Two and one the count on Harrison. Harrison with a single that drove in a run in the first. Reached on an error in the fourth. Singled in the fourth as well. And back to the plate in the fifth. 2-1 pitch. On the inside part of the plate, the count goes 2-2. Shout out to Coach John Jeans for the electric bus rides. Happy 10th birthday to Anna Kate Sanderson, the biggest Patriot fan. Strike three, and out goes Harrison. Two gone with Drew McBurnett coming to the plate.
Harrison down on strikes. Now batting number 11, Drew McBurnett.
Into the strike zone to McBurnett, who is 1 for 3. A pop out in the center, a single, and a strikeout. A little bit outside with the offering. Bottom of the order to the plate. In the top of the sixth for the Coyotes. That'll go to the screen, and it will get runners up 90 feet. And now you're looking at a base hit, potentially ending the game. 2-1 count on McBurnett. Two-one pitch. It is too far inside. Three-one offering. Bases are loaded for Eli Tidwell.
McBurnett reaches on the wall. Bases are loaded for number 12, Eli Tidwell.
Tidwell has already had at least 3 home runs. He had that in one game. And you had one in this one. 4 home runs for Tidwell. Double-digit RBIs. And has the bases loaded in the bottom of the fifth. Was hit by a pitch, popped out to center field, homered in the fourth, struck out in the fifth. 0-1 Schlitz pitch on the outside part of the plate. Oh, 2 offering. Struck him out again. And the bases are left loaded. An 8-run game as we head to the 6th. And thanks for all those shout-outs.
frustrated. She's having trouble with her defensive player. Look at this sweet pass behind the back for 2 on the assist.
And that one is hit on a rope to center field. Watch that one. And it is, oh, what a great diving catch by the center field.
And in that game, it was basically a running back by committee. I mean, you had a lot of guys carrying the football. Is that the protocol for the upcoming season for the backfield of Jackson State?
It's a really nice pitch to get the ground ball double play. Second one.
6-5 is your final. East Georgia advances to the championship game.
Top of the 6th, bottom of the order will start, and Colin Jones, who has walked twice in the 1st and in the 4th, coming to the plate. Darrell Lee and Nick Mazzola, 2 up in the inning, 2. All right, I know the 5th inning was designated for shout-outs, but we got some in just prior to the end of the 5th. Shout out to big brother Landon Ingram. Shout out to Dawson Fuller. I think we've gotten everybody now that lives in Wadley, not just players. And I mean, we're covering Wadley, Alabama, and Southern Union. 1-2 pitch to Jones. Just a little bit outside, and the count evens. A 3-2 offering to Jones, who has been to the plate twice and walked twice. Pops that up on the infield. Strachan coming off the bump. He'll make the catch. And there's one away.
Jones pops out to the pitcher for the first out. Now batting number 1, Darrell Lee.
Top of the order, Darrell Lee. Lee with a double in the 1st, struck out in the 1st, got hit by a pitch in the 4th. Nick Mazzola to the on-deck circle. Northwest Shoals, 3 runs in the first game they played against Southern Union, but 15 against Nunez. 14 on the board currently. High-powered offense for Northwest Shoals. And they've definitely stepped it up a notch since regular season. 57 games, 369 runs scored. Meaning an average of about 6.5 to 7 a game. But here, you got 3, 15, and 14. As you got a strikeout of Darrell Lee.
Now batting number 10, Nick
And there's
Mazzola.
2 gone with Nick Mazzola next. Six and a half runs per game on average in the regular season, 10.5 here. and stepping it up a notch for Northwest Shoals. 0-2 on Nick Mazzola. Mazzola, a single, a strikeout, a sacrifice, 1 for 2. Reached out, did he go? He didn't. An appeal down to first, and Mazzola did not go. Red dice home on deck. Bottom of the 6th, Davis, Strachan, and Bush. As that one is wrapped foul by Mazzola. Your softball in Alabaster will start at 1 tomorrow. If there's another game, it'll be at 3:30. We start at 11. High pitch to Mazzola. And there will be a 2 and a 5 o'clock game as well. Strike 3 on the inside part of the plate. We go to the bottom of the 6th, an 8-run Northwest Shoals lead.
Leading off, number 7, Caleb Davis.
Bottom of the 6th, Caleb Davis starts it. Ryan Strachan and Taylor Bush due up in the inning, too. Count goes even at 1 on Davis. Davis has singled, popped out to center. Line out to first and singled, innings 1, 2, 4, and 5. Schlitz into the strike zone, back up onto the bump. After a 5-hit 5-run, make that 5-hit 4-run, 5th inning. A little bit inside with the offering, and the count runs 3-2. That's outside, and a walk is given. Leadoff hitter aboard, bringing Ryan Strachan to the plate.
Now batting number 27, Ryan Strachan.
Strachan, a couple of base hits, got hit by a pitch and popped out to left field. Taylor Bush to the on-deck circle. Outside with the offering. Strachan a double in the first and brought in a run and scored a run. Got hit by a pitch in the second. In the 4th, flew out to left. In the 5th, Singleton scored a run. Count even at 1 on Strachan. 5 home runs, 48 RBIs. Those 48 RBIs, the best in the regular season for the Patriots. 361 hitter. .29 walks, 26 strikeouts, 15 doubles mixed in with those 20 extra base hits. 3-1 pitch, a walk issued, back-to-back walks. And again, the runner's on that could end the game. But apparently that is going to be it for Schlitz. Coming out of the ball game, a couple of Patriots are on. The new hurler when we come back.
Frustrated. She's having trouble with her defensive player. Look at this sweet pass behind the back for 2 on the assist.
And that one is hit on a rope to center field. Watch that one. And it is, oh, what a great diving catch by the center field.
And in that game, it was basically a running back by committee. I mean, you had a lot of guys carrying the football. Is that the protocol for the upcoming season for the backfield of Jackson State?
It's a really nice pitch to get the ground ball double play. Second one.
6-5 is your final. East Georgia advances to the championship game.
Coastal South, number 26, Jackson Hatcher.
Nobody gone to aboard. The new pitcher is Jackson Hatcher. Hatcher, the freshman, appeared in 16 games, went 2-1, worked 22 2/3. Gave up 41 hits, 35 runs, 23 earned, 24 walks, 16 strikeouts. Allowed a single home run and a 9.13 ERA. Philip Schlitz will work an inning, face 12. Strike out 3, walk 4, give up 5 hits. Thus far, 4 runs, but he leaves with base runners at first and second. Taylor Bush, 2 for 3 in the game. 1 RBI and 3 runs scored. Count goes to 2-1. Saunders got the start, worked an inning. Hill came in and worked 3. Schlitz 1, and now Hatcher on the hill for the Coyotes. That is sent fouling out of play. Bush had the RBI single in the first, singled again in the fourth, walked in the fifth. Two pitch to Bush. Comes in a little bit low, and the count runs 3-2. Hatcher, a freshman. The right-hander runs the count to 3-2. Bush awaits and struck out as Bush. So Hatcher starts it with a K.
Down on strikes for the first out. Now batting number 17, Cade Prestigard.
That brings Cade Prestigard to the plate. And a big base hit in the fifth. A bases clearing triple. It brought in Davis, Strachan, and Bush. In addition to the 14 runs that have plated for the Patriots, they have left 8 on. Prestigard, 4 RBIs in the game. And a 2-for-3 performance. We'll send it to short. Throw over to first and got the double play. 1 runner stranded. We go to the 7th with the Coyotes needing 1 to extend it to the bottom of the inning.
The Alabama Baseball Coaches Association All-Star event has been a staple in amateur baseball in Alabama since 2000. Each June, 120 high school underclassmen join at Troy University to participate in this highly coveted event. Besides being evaluated on the field in a pro-style workout and in live games by 30 to 40 college coaches, the players and their parents attend informational sessions on the recruiting process and academic requirements. We look forward to seeing you this summer at our annual All-Star.
Top of the 7, Rhett Diceholm will start it. Caden Evans and Devin Murphy due up in the inning 2. Coyotes need a run in the 7th to bring it to the bottom part of the inning. Diceholm with a single and ground out and a pop out. Count even at 1. Strachan came into the ball game 2/3 of the way through the first, with the Patriots down by 5. And since then, he has given up a total of 1 run and 2 base hits. High pitch to even the count at 2. And on the other hand, since then, Patriots have scored 14. 3-2 payoff pitch to Dice Home. 1 for 3 in the game. That is popped up on the infield. Calling for it at second is Davis. He'll make the catch, and there's one away.
Davis makes the play for the first out of the inning. Now batting
One out for
Caden
Caden Evans. Evans 0 for 3 in the game. Has ground out to second, struck out, and popped out to right. Devin Murphy on deck. Low and away with the first pitch to Evans. Shelton State and Delgado at 11. Southern Union and one of these two at 2 p.m. And it's certainly looking like it will be the Patriots. But Coyotes still got live. Still got 2 outs to go in the 7th. That is hit towards center field. Looks like there's room. And in front of the warning track, catch made by Eli Tidwell.
Deep fly ball to center field, catch made by Tidwell.
Well, now you got to rally with 2 gone. Devin Murphy to the plate.
Now batting
2 for 3 in the game.
Devin Murphy.
2 RBIs and a double in the first. Had a single in the 5th. In between, the fly out to short. First pitch, a strike from Strachan. Well, if the game ends here with 2 strikes on Murphy, the bulk of the game came in the first inning. 45 minutes of the 2 hours and 20 minutes came in the first outside. Landon Jensen hoping to come to the plate here in the 7th. Low and away with a pitch. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. And there's your ball game. Murphy strikes out. And the ball game is over. Mercy rule will kick in. Second time that has happened for the Patriots.
Shoals 14, Coastal South 6.
And we close this one out after 6.5. And wrap up the day after nearly 12 hours of baseball. 7 Coyote hits, 6 runs, 5 of them came in the first. Another one tacked on in the 4th, 1 error committed, and they strand 5. Northwest Shoals, 16 hits, 14 runs, 4 in the first, 6 in the 4th, 4 in the 5th. They will strand 9 and commit a single error. Season continuing for Northwest Shoals. And a great year in his first season at Coastal South for J.D. Pruitt wraps up on a Saturday night at Chakalaka. So tomorrow, 11 o'clock, Shelton State and Delgado. 2 o'clock, Southern Union and Northwest Shoals. And the winner of the Shoals-Southern Union game takes on the loser of Shelton State and Delgado at 5 o'clock tomorrow. We'll see you then. Thanks for watching. For all the folks with the ACCC and JockJive, I'm Robert Williamson. So long, everybody.